Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. Do you like action films? Do you like beautiful women? Do you like fights? That's what we're going to talk about next on the Mobile Movie Review. So here you go. This is an action film directed by the guy that did John Wick, and it is Atomic Blonde with Charlize Theron, James McAvoy, Tobey Jones, Sophia Boutella, I think is how you pronounce her last name. She was the main. She was supposed to be the main character in The Mummy, but Tom Cruise took that role. Yeah, it's a good movie. I really like this movie. All straightforward. If you like action, there's not non-stop, but there's a lot of just straightforward action scenes. And the thing that I love about the action scenes in this movie are the fact that it's something I've been waiting for them to get back to doing in action films, and that is stand back and let the fight happen. I hate quick cut, quick edit fight scenes because you get lost in the fight, you don't know what's really going on, and all of a sudden the fight's over, you're like, what happened? That's not this. This is stand back and Charlize Theron's like kicking some dude's ass, and then the dude gets up and starts kicking her ass, and just a lot of good straightforward action sequences like the 1970s and 80s, the way it's supposed to be done. The plot to this movie is not... I read a review by The Douche, we'll just refer to him as that, the guy that I read every week in my paper. And he said that the movie was rather confusing. I didn't find it confusing. I don't see how anyone can find this movie confusing. It starts out in the past, then they leapfrog 10 days into the present. The present being 1989, just so you know. And then from that point on, most of the movie takes place, because she's telling a story, most of it takes place in the past. This is her viewpoint of what happened during the film. How is that confusing? I'm sorry, but it's not. John Goodman's in this, does a great job. I love John Goodman as an actor. I think he's probably one of the most underrated actors out there. He shows up in movies all the time, and I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. James McAvoy again just knocks it out of the park, and Charlize Theron, she's so beautiful to look at, and you get to see a lot of her. When I say that, I mean a lot, not everything. No below the waist frontal, but hey, a little bit of everything else. The music in this is my one gripe, and this is my gripe about a lot of movies that take place in the 1980s. A lot of times they're set in the later 80s like this. This is set in 1989, just 10 days before the Berlin Wall comes down. And some of you might not even remember that happening, but I know where I was when it happened. And so in the movie, it's 1989, and all the songs, I believe, even Till Tuesday's Voices Carry, I believe they're all 1985 and before. You have How Does It Feel, you have Voices Carry, a lot of the new wave electronic sound that came out of the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, and that's what they're playing. And it's like, there's not one song I can name in this movie that is even close to 1989. Honestly, I said this to Mama Wolf. I said to her, I go, the one movie I would have made sure that made it into this, because it takes place during the Berlin Wall coming down, Scorpions, Winds of Change. That was a big thing that was played, I remember, like, all the time when the Berlin Wall was coming down. And they even show a scene of Kurt Loder from MTV talking about the Berlin Wall coming down. And if you watch the scene, it's really weird, because the Globe and the World News letters they're all backwards, like they shot it through a mirror or something. But other than that, I love this movie. That's my one gripe about music from the 80s. It seems like every movie or TV show they try to set back there, they always get the music wrong. Stranger Things got a lot of the music wrong, like Sunglasses at Night wasn't even out in 1983 when the TV show took place. It didn't come out until January of '84. I mean, it's called the internet, people. It's not that hard to figure out. But yeah. So what would I give this? Well, I would give this 3.5 chainsaws out of 4. I really like this movie. Non-stop action, straightforward, just a good time. The plot's cool. Mama Wolf wasn't really as excited about it as I was. She gives it 2.5 chainsaws out of 4, which, you know, it's understandable. We're not always going to agree on everything, but it's cool. I mean, let's put it this way. Between those two, it's an above-average film. You know? You put those two scores together, it comes out to about a 3. You know? So, other than that, it's still a good movie. Yeah, Atomic Blonde. I want this movie to explode. No pun intended. And just be that movie for the summer, the one that everyone should see. So with that, always comment, always like, always subscribe, and always share. With that, I'm the 13th Wolfman. Of course, I'm on the prowl.